What's up, fellow Saiyans, and welcome to episode 59 of my Marvel United mini paints. Today I'm tackling War, the Horseman of Apocalypse. His real name's Abraham Kiros. He was a mutant with the ability to clap his hands and create explosions. Apocalypse approaches him. He was a soldier of the army. Apocalypse comes up, approaches him, deems him worthy of being his Horseman of War, blah blah blah, like all the others. So to start him off, sort of like how we did the famine in the background, I'm going to make a mix of 3 colors to make like a gold for him. This time it's slightly different than the other one I used. I'm using demonic yellow, greedy gold, and tainted gold. Slightly different than it was with famines, but I kind of want to make each of their beasts that they're riding in their mass a different gold shade. So these are the 3 that I picked and I mix it together. And I'm basically, this is going to cover the entire beast thing that he's riding in his mask. Most of his costumes, all metallics as well. It's like metal armor and chainmail and stuff. So this whole miniature is mainly in metallic colors. Next, this will usually take probably 2 to 3 coats before it's steady and consistent. But while we let that first coat dry, we're going to move on down to the base. And I'm going to use dry rust, which I know it's an effect paint, but I kind of like the way it looks. And we're going to use this to kind of show like the scorched earth below him after all the wars. Now we're going to go real fast, add a quick second coat to the gold. Now for his hair, we're going to use plate mail metal. I'm also going to use this for his like chainmail on his chest and his back. Now for the red parts of his armor, I'm going to use gemstone. And this is basically going to be like the shoulder blades and the not the gloves, but like the wrist strap things around the gloves. The miniature itself was primed in uniform gray before I started. This usually takes around 2 hours to paint each miniature. It's being sped up a lot. Obviously, to fit to a less than 15-minute video, it's quite a bit of time. Now he has a skull on in the center of his chest, almost sort of like how Punisher does. So I'm going to use skeleton bone for that. Now I'm going to use matte white. This is going to be for his eyes, for the beast's eyes and teeth that he's riding. Now for the tongue of the beast, we're going to use Warlock Purple. Just try to make sure you don't get it on your gold. And once that's finished, we're just going to take our detail brush and we're going to go over and trim everything up. There's a couple things down at the base, like little metallic pieces, which I chose to use weapons bronze to have like a rusted metal pieces just sitting around. Now once it's finally dry, it's time to start a washing process. We're basically going to be using dark tone for the entire miniature and the beast he's on, and we're going to use red tone for the base. So we're only using 2 washes for this. And when you're using the wash, you don't want any puddles or bubbles. Just make sure you drag it out into the recesses. Sometimes I'll take a little bit of water when I'm done. If I have too much in one area, like I'll kind of just put a little bit of water on the brush and soak up some of the wash. And then once we're finished with all that, we're going to take the red tone and apply it to the base. And then we're going to let that sit and dry so we can start our highlights. Alright, once your miniature's all dry, we're going to take fairy dust. And we're going to use this as the highlight color for the gold. Next up, I'm going to take the fairy dust again. We're going to mix it with the gemstone we had before. And this is going to be our highlight color for the red on his armor. Once that's finished, I'm going to take Shining Silver, and this is going to be used on his hair in the chainmail. Now I'm going to take matte white. We're just going to add a couple little edges onto the skull. And now for the base, I'm just going to dry brush it with Dragon Red. And that'll be the last color added. And here we have War. This is my second completed Horseman of Apocalypse. I got still 2 more to go. You'll get a little better view here in a second. But if you like this video, go ahead and check out my Twitch page as well as my Facebook page. Just look for the little guy. If you don't get the links below in the comments. On there, sometimes I do live streams. Sometimes I play video games, it's just whatever. But again, if you want to get notified of new episodes when these come out, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get as many of these out as I can. I've been painting since I've recently just got my season 3. So I've been trying to get painting and getting these videos out there to you guys. But again, I'd like to thank you guys all for watching. And later, Saiyans.